Hi, welcome to day 2 of our 30 days of yoga. Today we'll begin in a comfortable seated position and you won't need any props for this practice. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat and let's get started. Close your eyes. Take a moment and notice how your body's feeling today. Take a slow, steady breath. Then bring your chin down towards your chest. Bring your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Slowly roll through center and over towards the left shoulder. Coming through center and back over towards the right. And then back to the left. Make your way back to center. Slowly lift your head and open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up once more. And as you exhale, twist over towards the left. As you inhale, think about lengthening in the spine. As you exhale, twisting just a little bit further. Make your way back to center. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, twist over towards the right side. Again, as you inhale, think about lengthening. And as you exhale, twisting just a little bit further. And make your way back to center. Place your right hand down on the mat. Reach your left arm up and over, coming into a side stretch. Take your gaze up towards your fingertips. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Right arm reaches up and over. And taking your gaze up towards your fingertips. And making your way back to center. Place both hands on your knees. Inhale, lift your heart towards the sky. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. And come back to a neutral seated position. Go ahead and make your way into a tabletop position on your mat. Take your right leg back behind you, toes are tucked under, and push through your heel, warming up your calf. Lift your right leg straight back behind you. And if you're feeling steady and stable, go ahead and lift your left arm out in front of you. Work to keep your core strong and steady. And bring your hand and your knee back to the mat. Take your left leg back behind you, toes are tucked under, push through your heel. Lift your left leg straight back behind you, keeping your core strong and steady. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Bring your hand and your knee back to the mat. Feel free to take a moment to shift back and forth through your hips. And then coming down onto your forearms. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly, lifting up through the crown of your head, coming into Sphinx pose. Breathe into it. Nice. All right. Time for a little bit of strength work. Tuck under both sets of toes. lift your hips, coming into a forearm plank. Breathe into it, strong and steady. And lower down to the mat, really nice. Go ahead and shift yourself over onto one side. One forearm is out in front. Take your legs out long on the mat. Top arm comes in front to help you stabilize. Reach your top leg up towards the sky, coming into a side leg lift. Point your toes, flex your foot, point, flex, point, flex, and bring your top foot down in front of you, flat on the mat. Lift both hips up, reaching your top arm up towards the sky, coming into a forearm side plank. Take your gaze up towards your fingertips. And lower down to the mat. Let's switch sides. Coming onto your opposite forearm. Take your legs out long on the mat. Top arm comes in front to help you stabilize. Reach your top leg up towards the sky. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Bring your top foot down on the mat in front of you. Lift both hips up, reaching your top arm up towards the sky. Strong and steady. You got this. And lower down to the mat. Beautiful. All right, come back to your tabletop position. And walk your arms out long in front of you, coming into a puppy stretch. Has anybody ever seen a little doggy digging under the fence? This is our puppy stretch. Breathe into it. And bring your hands back, coming back to your tabletop position. Tuck under both sets of toes. Lift your hips, making your way into downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, feel free to paddle through your legs. Then really press firmly into the mat with both hands. Index fingers are out long in front of you. And then think about drawing the energy back towards your thighs. Bring your torso back towards your thighs. Feel this lengthening stretch throughout your entire body. Your knees might be bent, your heels might be off the mat. That's totally okay. You want to have your spine straight and to feel this lengthening throughout your entire body. The more you do it, the straighter your legs will get and your heels will eventually lower down towards the mat. Work with wherever you are right now. Look forward towards your hands and step both feet together at the front of your mat. Take a moment to bend both knees, letting your head release down towards the floor. Hands can stay on the mat, or you might decide to take hold of opposite elbows. It's really whatever feels better in your body. Breathe into it. Inhale, lift yourself up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. The next pose that we're going to do is chair pose. You might feel more steady and stable with your feet about hip width apart, and it might be more comfortable to you to have your feet together. Find what feels better in your body. However you choose to do chair, make sure that when you bend your knees that they track out so that your knees are coming out over the middle of your foot. Aim for your second toe. So coming into our chair pose, bend your knees and lift your arms, coming into chair. And make your way back to standing. Bend your knees, lift your arms once more. And come back to standing. Let's do it one more time. Bend your knees and lift your arms. And make your way up to standing. Beautiful, nice work. Step your right leg back behind you. Bend your left knee so that your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Both hips are facing forward. Your knee might be bent and your knee might be straight, and that's totally fine either way. We've come into a high lunge. Lift your arms out overhead. Breathe into it. Strong and steady. And step your feet together. Give yourself a little bit of a wiggle and a shake out. And let's do the other side. Step your left leg back behind you. Right knee is bent, stacked over your ankle. Hips are facing forward. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Again, your knee might be bent, might be straight. Do what feels the best in your body. Breathe into it. And step your left foot forward to meet your right. Give yourself a little bit of a wiggle and a shake out. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, place both hands down on the mat and step your feet back to downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees and walk your arms out long in front of you, coming into puppy stretch. Take your left arm, bringing it underneath your right, threading the needle, feeling into your shoulders. Breathe into it. Left arm comes back to center. Right arm goes underneath your left, threading the needle on the other side. Right arm comes back to center, and go ahead and make your way onto your back. With both knees bent, pick your right foot up, crossing over your left knee. Lift your left foot up off the mat and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, drawing both legs in closer towards your torso, coming into a figure 4 stretch. Breathe into it. And release. Let's switch sides. Left foot crosses over right knee. Lift your right foot up, interlace your fingers behind your thigh, and draw both legs in closer towards your torso. And release both legs. Really nice. Pick your bottom up, taking it over towards the left side of the mat. Bring both knees all the way over towards the right. You can hold on to your legs or you can leave your arms out in a T. Take your gaze over towards the left, opposite your knees. And And make your way back to center. Pick your bottom up, taking it over to the right side of the mat. Both knees come over towards the left. And take your head over towards the right. Breathe into it. And make your way back to center. Take your legs out long on the mat. Arms come out to the sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. Soften your face. Let everything in your body soften and relax for final relaxation. And this is where I leave you today, my yoga friends. I'll see you tomorrow.